How's that? You have to plug in the mic when you go live. All right. Hey Lamasu, what's up? Okay, guys. So look, we have challenges here. We're gonna talk directly to these challenges. So bear with Nooch a little bit. I've got some screenshots here. We're gonna pull up in a minute. We're gonna screenshot something else here too. So we're gonna open this scan, and we're gonna screenshot this. So before we go anywhere, we're gonna screenshot this scan. Okay, so we've got that now, and now Nooch is gonna need to. So give Nooch 1 minute. I need to upload this so that we can show it to everybody. So hang on for 1 second, okay? Because I want to show the story here. We're gonna compare this scan to some of the scans in the event directly, and talk about how we get a bronze scan for free for almost every victory we get, right? And we'll look at how that compares. Sorry, everything. We're gonna look at how that compares to the events we're getting in the game. Can you hear Nooch? Can you still not hear? You should be able to hear. Somebody tell Nooch that you can hear me or not. Can you hear me? The mic is on. It's plugged in. This is making me angry. Okay. Okay, good. All right, good. Okay, can you hear me? So, hang on. We're going to put this... I want this folder. Okay. So we're going to save this screenshot so we can pull it up here during the stream. And yeah, bear with me for a minute, guys. Sorry about this, but because I want to make sure we can do this and do it effectively. Okay, so I'm going to grab this. Okay. We don't want it yet, but let's... Oh, Nelly. There we go. Okay, so we'll save that for later. Okay, let's move that down. We're going to have that available for later. All right. So let's go ahead and open this. Let's go ahead and open our scans, whatever. This doesn't matter. We got the rewards book so we can see them. Let Nooch know if the sound is okay, if it's too much. So, okay. So before we jump into this event, let's go take a look at it. So the Holocron Hall costs $350. And by all reports already, there is a chance to get a legendary in the third or fourth scan. A chance. So, before we move forward at all, let's show the Holocron Hall event from 3 weeks ago, right now, where the entry was 100. Is that right? Can you see? It needs to... Yeah, where the entry fee was 100. That's just 3 weeks ago. And you got... automatic legendary in 3 and automatic legendary in 4. So 3 weeks ago, you paid 100 to enter and you got 2 guaranteed legendaries. Today, you're paying 350 to enter and you have a small chance to get a legendary. Nooch has heard of 3 people opening all the scans so far and 1 person got a legendary. So this is a drastic reduction in value of these scans. What we're also going to do is we've got those screenshots of those scans. We're going to pull them up side by side as we're going. We're going to look at them and compare them to the scans we get today in this event, so we can look at what's going on. But let's talk a little bit more before we go any further. Let's talk a little bit more. So I don't know what's saying over here. Nooch too deaf. Hey, leave the old man alone. Okay, so let's look at, and this is happening in every event. This is not isolated to this event. We saw a 500 crystal entry for Geonosis battle with one Phasma card at the end, and you're excluding free-to-play players. You're excluding new players. You're telling them you can't play in events. If you don't have at least 1,000 crystals saved, you cannot play in these events because you might have to reboot and replay and reboot and replay. Event entries should be free or cheap, and you should charge for the reboot. If I fail and I get 3 losses, charge me for that. Don't charge me big to enter the event. Or what you can do is go free, let me play through it once, make a second tier, make that one cost something, then I go into the second tier and I pay something, but I get real rewards out of it. You can't do this stuff, and you can't go from the drastic 100 crystals for 2 guaranteed legendaries to 350 crystals for you got about a 10% chance at a legendary, maybe less. You can't do that to the people playing the game. And honestly, the people playing in the beta right now are the most loyal people. We've all downloaded the game and played it. We've been playing it for a year, waiting for launch. We hopefully launches soon. It seems like it, but you're making us feel real bad about the game, and that's not the way you want to launch a game. So let's look at something here real quick. This is the stud event from November 1st. It's 18 days ago. That's 2.5 weeks. So this is the stud event from 18 days ago. It was $100 100 crystal entry fee, $100 crystal entry fee, and you got 33,000 studs. I'm not going to add it all up. I think it's 33,500, but 33,000 studs. 100 entry fee, 33,000 studs, 2.5 weeks ago. 2 days ago, this is the stud event. 100 entry fee, 4,000 studs. Now here's the thing. Nooch is not saying that 100 crystals for 4,000 studs is not a bargain of sorts. I think it's 1,000 for 100 in the shop. But I might have to reboot and replay this. And just 2.5 weeks ago, you were giving away 33,000 for that same price. Where is the balance? I mean, it's like the developers or the marketing department or something is bipolar. I mean, and I am not insulting bipolar people. I'm saying you go from one extreme to the other overnight. You go from 100 crystals for 33,000 studs to 100 crystals for 4,000 studs. Is this how you're going to launch the game? We all believe global launch is coming soon. We really do. But if you're going to launch the game globally while you're making your entire player base, your beta testing base that's been playing, some people have been playing this game for 12 to 14 months. Nooch is talking to Ballaran tonight. Nooch is saying, hey, I think it's coming in December, the launch. And Ballaran said, don't get me started. He's got PTSD from last December. Launch the game, for the love of God. Launch the game. You don't have clans yet? What are you waiting for? Launch the freaking game and let people play it. People will play your game. They will allow you to launch the game and play it and then bring in clans in January if you have to. People will understand and they will used to playing the game and enjoy the game. You don't have to have the enemy of progress is perfection. If you're going to try and perfect this game before you get it out, then you're just wasting all of our times. Launch the freaking game. Get it out there and let's play it and fix these events. Make them reasonable. Make them reasonable and somewhat consistent. Don't go from 33,000 studs for 100 crystals to 4,000 studs for 100 crystals overnight. And don't take just stop. Just stop the madness. This is crazy. So what we're going to do, okay, there's the rant. All right. Yeah, okay, no invasion. Buddha's right. We used to get the invasion event, the invasion event would have base rewards, like, kind of like a weekly Holocron scan. You'd get a couple of those and a couple silver, something like that. We'd get it 4 or 5 days a week. Now it's valued as one of these regular events. It's once a week, if that. And you're still getting those base weekly holocron. I mean, and now, by the way, those base weekly holocrons are in this event for 350 crystals. We're paying 350 crystals for what might be 4 base value weekly holocron scans. And by the way, if NOOCH loses 3 times, he's going to pay another 100 to reboot it. And we're doing it all today just so we can show it to you and you can see what's going on with this. Fix your game. Fix your game. Fix your game and release it. And if you have to come out later and correct some stuff and bring it out, you can release a game without everything in it. You can do that. It's done all the time. All the time. This is a really good game. The gameplay is great. The player versus player is great. The cards are fun. The graphics are cool. It's a great game. You've got events that you can fix really easily and put them out there so they have value. You've got a lot of things that are really good about this game. Put it out and let everybody play it. Hang on. Okay. What's everybody talking about before we jump in? Right. Clash Royale, every event in Clash Royale is free. You can play and lose 3 times every time if you want. Then you play crystals to reboot it. And by the way, your game is in a lot of ways a ripoff of Clash Royale. So you can't come in. People coming over from Star Wars and Lego fans are going to come over from Clash Royale to play this game, which is exactly what NOOCH did. And they're going to be used to events that they can play without getting charged. You guys tried to charge us $2.99 for an event 2 months ago. I mean, come on, guys. Fix the game and release it. Just stop screwing around with stuff. Hey, that Mando's awesome, James. If you want to look at Mando, you can go. Point right. So NOOCH is going to has a link down in the description. You can click on that, and you can go. You can view Mando on Amazon, or you can buy Mando on Amazon. And by the way, that's a really great way to support the channel. If NOOCH is going to start putting these links for Lego minifigures and Lego sets in every video, if you click on those links and then you're using Amazon in the next 24 hours, you're supporting NOOCH's channel. So NOOCH should appreciate that. Yeah, Among Us isn't all right. We're not all right. So let's go ahead. We're going to jump in and we're going to pay $350 to get these basic holocrons. Oh wait, no wait, we didn't put the right decks in. Hang on. Oh. Let's see here. That works, and this is what we finished the last events with. So let's go ahead. Okay. So when we get a holocron, we're gonna pull up the holocrons from the last Holocron Hall event, which was 3 weeks ago, and we're gonna put them side by side and look at the value of the holocrons. You're gonna see just gross things. We'll put the bronze scan next to them as well. You're gonna find that a bronze scan that you get for beating someone in game is more valuable than these scans you're getting in the events now for 350 crystals or more. So those bronze scans you get every day, all day long, every day, that take you 2 hours to unlock are more valuable than these scans. We're gonna take a look at it. Okay, so far, James, haven't heard of anybody else getting a legendary. Lamasu, what's Frostborn? Is that like an anime game, or what's going on with that? Yeah, I'll say it again. The enemy of progress is perfection. Trying to get everything perfect before you progress forward is impossible, because as soon as you progress forward, you're going to find something that's off. For example, these events. Somebody somewhere got a bug in their rear that they could charge a bunch of crystals for events and completely destroy the rewards. And that someone was wrong. You're just wrong. You're wrong about if that is the way events work in the game. You're going to have a lot less players playing them. And by the way, if you're looking at the spending levels of people playing the game now versus people that are coming later, it's not going to be accurate. People playing this beta are probably more likely free to play or very low pay to play. You're going to get a lot more pay to play players when you launch this globally, a bigger percentage of those. You're not going to, I guess NOOCH doesn't have the figures in front of them. I'm sure you as developers and marketers and whatever, hey, you got all the You got all the data, you got all the algorithms, whatever that you've seen. These last games, maybe the beta percentages of spending are the same as launching the game, whatever. Maybe you're trying to blow through all the crystals that the people have earned on the beta before you launch the game and make crystals less available. NOOCH doesn't know, but you're really pissing off your base. Pardon me. Interesting. Yeah, NOOCH is kind of, yeah, right, Llama. So you got burned on the Phasma event. You had to pay 500 crystals, and when you get through the whole thing, if you get through it clean, you paid 500 crystals for one Phasma card. Hey, marketers and developers, just put a Phasma card in the shop for 500. People will buy it straight up, and let us play the event for free. And make like a second tier where we pay another 300, and then we get through it. If we get through both tiers with only 3 losses or less, then we get make us earn it a little more. We are willing to earn it more if we can do that. But don't make us pay more up front when we don't even know what's ahead. NOOCH is lost. NOOCH has had to refresh these things twice on these streams. You've seen it. Solo owned NOOCH. I think it was that stud event a few weeks ago. NOOCH had to keep refreshing. If you end up paying $450, $500, $550 for one card or no legendaries and a bunch of crappy Holocron skins, you just feel gypped off and you're really not enjoying the game. And people are really upset about this. These events have been jacked up for a little over 2 weeks now, and nobody understands why you mess with the events. We were loving the events. You can always explain that you had to tool them back a little bit. How could you have been so wrong that you were giving away 33,000 studs before and now you're only giving away 4,000? How could your data have been that far off that you didn't understand the value of your scans that much in your events? It couldn't have been. Fix your game. You got to fix this. The lucky part is this thing is spinning so much because nobody's playing this event that NOOCH has lots of time to vent here. NOOCH is not happy. Nobody's happy. NOOCH skipped out of the last 30 minutes of a movie. He was watching with his family so he could make screenshots to share. I could have finished that movie if I didn't have to share those screenshots and talk about fixing the game. Dormator, does NOOCH want you to show pictures of old Star Wars figures? You mean in Discord? Sure, go for it. Oh. Yeah, well, Llama, so you got, the long queue time for these events is because the entry fee is so big and they've excluded, like, whatever, a third of the people playing right now, because probably a third of the people are under 2,000 trophies and don't have a lot of crystals, haven't been playing long enough to gather crystals, are looking at it saying, I've only got 600 crystals, I'm not going to spend more than half of them on this event that I might lose and have to pay another 100 for. You're excluding giant parts of your community by charging these crystals. That's part of it too. Here we go, we finally got one. NOOCH is going to try some fun stuff today, too. We're not going to do that now. We're just going to go after it. Got some fun stuff to try. It's a weird drop of Gamma and a Flamer right there. Hey, guys, is this a bot? It seems like a bot. That's fine. Man, those flying units are just OP in these events. Hey Buddha, NOOCH put a note in your comments of your video. Drop those porgs directly on those battle droids. Don't drop them to the side of them. You'll save most of those porgs when you do that. And I'm talking about the 9 porgs, not the 3 there. This feels like a bot. Very, very much like a bot. Dropping random Gamos around all over the place. Okay, we're all good now. Oh, that was an interesting drop. Got rid of all those Ewoks. Get him. That'll do it. It's like a game, but I think that was a bot for sure. And the thing is, so Dorminator, yeah, Nooch, it's possible. There's a chance. All right, so here we go. Let's pull up this scan. Okay, so we got the scan there. Okay, now what we're gonna do first, we're gonna bring our bronze up here, and let's move it over. Okay. We might have to do it. Might have to move it over, Mando here. Okay. Okay. So for our bronze scan that we open, we get them all day, every day. We had, it's too far away. You can't see it. We pulled over here. Hang on. Okay. So we boosted it. Come on, thing. We boosted it, and we were going to get, still can't see it, 775 studs. And in this scan, we're getting a Holocron. We're getting less than that. That's 400. That's 560. Okay. We were getting 9 shards, or 7 stormtroopers, 8 turbo lasers, 6 battle droids, and 7 stormtroopers. We're getting 3 tauntauns and 6 porgs. That's a similar value, and 16 crystals. Okay, so this looks... The totals of this are about the same as a bronze scan. How about we can say that? Is that fair? We can say that the totals of that, and that'll be the last we'll look at that, about the same as a bronze scan. But let's look at the first Holocron from 2.5, 3 weeks ago. We got 15 crystals, that's the same. 527 studs and 1 pull, which is basically the same as 2 pulls here. And we got 23, we had 42 battle droids. Notice in this, that is a rare card. We got 42 rare cards. We're getting 3 tauntauns. Let's just take one of them. 20 versus 3. We got 20 rare cards in 1 pull versus 3 rare cards. By the way, we got 20 rare cards. We're only getting 6 common cards now, those 3 porgs. The value, and we also got 2 epic cards. The value of this has been destroyed. Developers have destroyed, and I blame the developer. You almost never, everybody always blames the developers. It's almost always the marketing department, or some finance guy up top. Somebody's carrying their, anyway. It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's not even half the value. It's probably 10 to 15% of the overall value in the same scan, that first Holocron scan of the event. So there, we're done with that. We're gonna keep doing this every time. Let's go ahead and open this up. So this might take a minute, and what NOOCH is gonna do when we're done with this is we're gonna cut this up, and we're just gonna publish a video on this too, so everybody's got it, so everybody can see the highlights of what's going on here. But basically they've just chopped the rewards. They've just destroyed them. And okay, the only thing NOOCH can think of that makes any sense with any fair play is that they're trying to reduce the amount of crystals and studs and cards that we've all got hoarded up by playing in the beta. But by doing that, you're just angering your base. Your beta players have been playing this game. NOOCH has been playing since June. Again, some people have been playing since last September, 2019. And to drive a stake into those people's efforts is not a good way to get this going. So fix the game. Yeah, 10%. It's probably about 10%. Yeah, NOOCH, I'm not sitting there and doing the math on it while we're looking at it, but it's definitely a big difference, and 10% is a good figure to look at. Hey, Jester. Yeah, that's definitely true. We've definitely seen, well, NOOCH is going to take it back. We've seen newer games. So it seems like newer games or games that were in development are struggling during COVID. And you talk about LEGO Legacy and LEGO Star Wars Battles like that. But an established game like Star Wars Galaxy Heroes is actually doing a lot of great things. I mean, because maybe they had developers that were already working together for years, even though they switched out that team a few times. They've really got their stuff. They actually put the Unity I think it's more a graphics thing in at the beginning of the year, and then when COVID hit, they've launched several new characters, including new Galactic Legends. So established games have been able to continue doing really good and positive things. I think it's these new games or games in development that have really suffered and taken it on the chin from COVID and from the early stages of development. So. Yeah, Dan, we are hoping. Dan, trust me, dude. NOOCH is on board, and you missed the rant earlier, but NOOCH is basically loudly proclaiming this game just needs to be released. They're waiting. Here's what we said, Dan. That perfection is the enemy of progress. You know, you can't have everything perfect in the game. If you don't have clans, launch the game. Just launch the game. Put it out there, and let's play it. Put clans in as you get it. You should have it ready in a month or two, NOOCH would imagine. There's no reason that people would be unhappy with that. Launch the game. Get it out there. People like Dan. Dan wants to download this game. There are probably 5 million people like Dan that would download this game within a month if you launched it today. James, the response you're going to get from the devs is that you're going to get a customer service responder, that's how it works. That's normal. They're going to say, thank you for your concerns, Commander. We love your passion for the game. We're going to forward this onto our development team and make sure that they get your feedback. That's what they're going to say. So, I wouldn't look forward to them saying anything. That's what they're going to tell you. Yeah, Jester, it's a completely different game, man. You can't compare the two. They're completely different games. If you like player versus player action, then this is a better game. If you enjoy the going head-to-head in live action, this is a better game. If you enjoy the long, grinding build of LEGO Legacy, that might be a better game to you. So for you, LEGO Legacy is a better game. For a lot of people, LEGO Star Wars Battles is a better game. It really just depends. See, I'm scrolling up. I'm missing some comments here. Yeah, right, Truth. Really, Truth? That's interesting. Tell us about Seven Deadly Sins. Is that what kind of game is that? Yeah, Dan, it's not there. Dan, you have to go through. If you're in Discord with us, you can look up NOOCH on Discord. NOOCH hashtag 2580, or we've got a Facebook group, and you can look up NOOCH Mobile on Facebook, or in the comments of every video NOOCH has, he's got the Facebook group for LEGO Star Wars Battles. In there, Buddha has posted his videos for how to download the game on Android. I think he's working on iOS, but Buddha has videos on how to download this game, even if you're in Canada or NOOCH is in the United States. I think we're just getting bots here. We'll see. But NOOCH will take bots. He doesn't have to, yeah, same. Look at that, same strategy. So the bots are dropping. Their bots are dropping random gamos, and yeah, that's fine. So there you go. Playdemic, right? That's who's got the game. So Playdemic, nobody's playing this event. You may have noticed. I mean, NOOCH is on here 4 hours after event launch and can't get a matchup. He's just playing bots nonstop. Take out that Gamo and finish that tower out. It is Playdemic, because Playdemic designed Golf Clash, which is a great game. By the way, Golf Clash is an amazing game. So, and it's got a little bit different economy. I mean, you're actually like you're playing like skins. You're putting your purse or your money on the line for each game you play. So it's a different economy. But I'm just really not sure where the disconnect is with understanding how the economy should work in this game and how it's so similar to a game like Clash of Clans, you've really got to build that in there, and you got to understand that. So there you go, Dan. People are telling you how to get the game. Yeah, Buddha Llama is in the Lego Star Wars battle room, right? In the main chat and Discord. You can find him, hook up, and get an iOS video or something. There it is. So there it is. That's Nooch's rant, and it's just a constant frustration. You just stringing people out, trying to get a perfect game, and I think we even got a message back from one of those things. We're trying to get the game perfect and ready. We got to get clans out there, blah blah blah. It's like, no, you don't. You don't. You know, it'd be nice, but everybody understands we're COVID, and you've got you've got a great game built. This is a great game. It is already put together. It needs clans, and it's going to need clans. But you could launch this game right now and get your crowd in. And Nooch would support you. Nooch will jump right behind you and tell people, hey, stop complaining about clans. It takes them a little while to develop. It's been a bad year with COVID. We understand. Get the game out, man. And stop just raking over your new players that can't play events because of the entry fees. What else, guys? Oh, let's think of something positive. Nooch, I know this is a big rant, but that's because Nooch loves this game. Nooch really feels like this game has a tremendous potential to be a huge, globally successful, long-term game. Nooch has played Clash Royale. Nooch has played Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Nooch has played Force Arena. Didn't play Force Arena a lot, but played it for a couple months. Did not really like the way Force Arena was left to right. You couldn't see the whole map. You had to, So this game, combining Star Wars, which Nooch is a huge Star Wars fan, and not unlike so many other people. By the way, so many other people that are Nooch's age, in that 35 to 50 bracket, we're going to say, that grew up loving Star Wars and have money. People Nooch's age have money to spend. Get them the game. Your card shop is great. You've got all sorts of ways to spend money in there. Nooch knows 2 or 3 whales that are spending money in this game right now. If you launch the game, you'll have 20,000 whales within a few months. What are you waiting for? Launch the game. Fix the events. Launch the game. Everything else is great. Everything else is great. There's some balancing to do. Whatever. The game is really good. People play this game and they love it and they keep playing it, but then they get frustrated that they're just sitting there in beta. Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! See, we're 38 minutes, and I guess we spent about 20 minutes with the initial discussion, but even, it takes like 10 minutes to get a bot because nobody's playing this event because of the cost. All right, let's talk a little bit more about that. So you just charged everybody 500 crystals, like less than a week ago, for the attack on Geonosis to get 1 Phasma card. Now you're charging another 350 to play this event. If people played that Geonosis and they are people that had 1,000 or less crystals, which is most players in this game with 1,000 or less crystals, they're spent. They have nothing left to play this game. And honestly, most of those players that have 1,000 or less crystals are not going to spend because of an event, especially when the event has crap rewards. This is not. Put the cards in the shop and charge crystals for them. Do it all day. You'll get people to pay for it. You will. You'll have whales. You'll have dolphins. You might even have a few minnows. They will pay for the card to buy it directly in the shop. Nooch promise, pinky swear, people will pay for the card. Unless you price it at like $3,000, then nobody's going to pay for it. But the events should be accessible to everyone to play. Now, if you lose 3 times, yeah, it should cost you to get back in. Everybody understands that concept. But you shouldn't be charging... Again, Nooch feels that the event should be free. At most, like 1,000 studs. Maybe 50 crystals to join. Solo own Nooch figure goes. Solo jumps in to give Nooch a hard time. That's alright. He's going to drop. No, he's not. Oh! Solo's a bot. Who's the other Solo? Because Nooch was playing Solo a couple weeks ago in the stud event, and Solo was putting it on Nooch. Interesting. This is a different Solo, clearly. Nooch wants to get a forward tower this time. We're not going to mess with the Ewoks.
Yes, sir.
Ah. Making it difficult, man. Let's do it this way.
Roger, roger.
Nope. You're not going to let Nooch get a forward tower. Ah, we didn't get those guys boosted. Boba's gonna come up and do some damage. We'll have to deal with this. Boomer time.
All right, move it.
See if we can get one. Come on, give us the forward tower. Let it go, man. Nope, they're not gonna let it go. Fine. So that's 3 games, 3 bots, because nobody's playing your game. Nobody's playing your event. Wake up, man. And I guess if you're trying to slow down the crystals or studs of your beta community, that's the only thing that Nooch can think of that makes any sense. Because I don't know how anybody bought into, hey, here's a great idea. Let's charge more for our events and make the rewards a lot less. I don't know how anybody in their right mind would have bought into that idea. You know. Oh, what is that 7 Deadly Sins about, Truth? Turn-based, gotcha, okay. Is that, so it's like Star Wars Galaxy Heroes or Lego Legacy. Is that a, like an anime game? 7 Deadly Sins? That's not, I think that's what it is, right? 100 times content LHU is released 6 months after LHU in the middle of COVID. It's all about the content. Yeah. Yeah, just... It's always been a struggle of Nooch's with a lot of these games. Is they will hold and limit the characters. And I think it's more of an American, like a Western thing. We'll hold and limit all the characters we release and charge you for them. Whereas it seems like more of the, like an Asian model is we're going to build up a whole truckload of content for you. Put it all in there. You're going to have lots of time to gather and earn it. And the characters are all going to be really valuable. We'll put some extra ones in there that are you know, you're going to have to get up there. And people will still spend money for those types of games. So it seems to be a trade-off. Not really sure. Nooch hasn't done a ton of research into that, but that seems to be part of it. I know a game like Raid Shadow Legends, I think, has a ton of characters in there, just like a year or two after launch. So there's different models, but again, you shouldn't wait for your game to be perfect before you release it, because it's not going to be. When you release it, you're going to find some things that say that your game is not perfect. So. For those that weren't on earlier, you can Mando here. There's a link in the description. If you click on it, and you go to Amazon, whether you buy Mando or not, if you buy other stuff on Amazon after clicking on that link, you're supporting Nooch's channel. So please use those links. Either buy the minifigures or buy the sets that Nooch is going to start putting on here, or buy other stuff on Amazon. You will be supporting the channel. Tractor, there we go. Hey, buddy. Now we're in for a real match. It's fine.
Roger, roger.
Is he gonna boom at that, or are we gonna get his tower? No, we're gonna get his tower. Not yet, anyway. We'll get it now. Get it. Get it. Get it. Good. That was an odd move by Tractor, honestly, to build 2 Ewok towers with nothing in the middle. Let's wait here a little bit, see what happens. What's he doing?
Roger, roger.
Really strange moves. That was bad timing. Well, strange moves that are working. Interesting. This is interesting. You dropped that too close. Oh, we're getting killed. Okay. Got his boomer balls saved up. I think we'll use him on this. He's saving him. Well, this game's over. Good game. You're just too busy talking and ranting. That's it. I'm not going to play it. That was interesting. So those 2 towers. Nooch blew that one. Yeah, Nooch kind of sees what you're saying, Dorminator. Yeah, the graphics are so real. Like, they got real-life models, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Nooch kind of likes both the real graphics and the cartoony. It just depends on the game. Like Star Wars Galaxy Heroes has not as realistic as Raid, but they've got more, like, comic book art kind of thing, I guess would be a way to put it. It's a higher level of art than the cartoony, like the Lego or the whatever. There you go, Truth. See, there you go, devs, right there. Truth Virus Gaming. I'd be spending money if they fixed my currency from Indian rupees to US dollars, because we have to all go down. You know, we have to download this game, and we have to do it under, you know, as an Indian thing, and just release the game. You'll get a bunch of whales, and they're going to start spending money immediately. You're going to start making money immediately if you release the game. I don't understand the pullback on this. You know, what person is delaying this from releasing? Shake them. Shake them. Turn them upside down and shake them. And shake the game out of their pockets. And let it go to the world. Put it out there. See what happens. Ugly Fat Rat, what's up, man? Nooch is out of water. Oh. Should we try some ASMR here? Tractor, what's up? Good game, buddy. You smoked Nooch right there. You smoked Nooch. You missed the rant earlier too, so Dorminator, well, we can talk about Kelvin later. Kelvin adds 10% health to your whole team, adds damage block, reduces opponent's pep. I don't know what's not to love. Oh. But so yeah, we're gonna take this video tomorrow. We're gonna in the morning, Nooch will chop it up and put it out there as a 10 to 15 minute video for everybody to watch about the events and fixing the game. So yeah, good game. Happy birthday, Rat. How old you gonna be? I think you're an adult, right? Walk along the park with someone new. I'm a little hoarse and talking too much. Oh, it's okay. He's a little horse. I guess we can find a picture of a little horse here. Where are we over here? Nah, we're not gonna do that. 14. Nooch thought you were older than that. You are wise beyond your years and ears. Did you guys know that your ears and nose continue growing throughout your life because it's cartilage? And part 2, women don't get extra hair in their ears, and I'm not sure about noses, but their ears don't grow hair. If you're a guy, as you start to age, you start growing hair out of your ears in weird places. So just a little bit of details for you. Nooch plucks his ears. You got to pluck the hair out of there, because otherwise you start turning like a wolf man, and nobody wants to see. Nooch has seen some of these guys like 55, 60 years old, and they just got like a forest of hair coming out of their ears, and you do not want to be. It's like Gandalf eyebrows, but in your ears. You don't want to be that guy. Yeah, I get it when it's like an 85, 90-year-old guy, because that guy's like, hey, what are you going to do to me? I'm not long for this. I put my time in. I'm going to let my ear hair grow. But when you're Nooch's age, you're plucking that stuff, man. So get ready for all you young guys out there, because when you get older, you're going to be plucking some ear hair. The Dominator. Well, Nooch might have time to go get some water while this is spinning. Looks like we're going to probably get another bot. What else is happening in the game? Let's talk about the good things about this game. You know, when Nooch first started playing it, you know, it really does have that positive Clash Royale feel to it, where the characters are kind of cartoony. The graphics in this game are better than Clash Royale. You not only are the backgrounds, you know, the backgrounds are much more interesting and diverse. You have a lot. Look at that. Look at all that art. You've got the dropship there. You know, Leia's ship, you got Kylo's ship, you got all sorts of cool stuff going on. And in a lot of the maps, you have like Wookiees in the trees. You got lots of cool things going on. My goodness. So yeah, you know, you kind of get that Clash Royale cartoony Battle League type of feeling, but the maps are much more complex. The graphics, like when you blow up a building in this game, the ground swells around it and it goes out in a circle from around it. I mean, this is a tremendously designed game, and I don't see any reason to wait to release it anymore. I mean, you're waiting for clans to release it. Stop. You know, I guess I've been saying it. I'll stop saying it. But there's just no reason to wait to release the game anymore. The game needs to be released to the public. Get it out there. You will start making money. Trust me, devs. Trust me, owners, CEOs, Playdemic, whatever. You're to make money immediately. You're going to make money on this game. Let's go. Quit screwing around. Unless you're really just messing with us completely and we're not going to see it, which would really be a complete bummer. Really a complete bummer. All right. Let's save up for a minute here. We didn't save that. That was a weird drop. Gamorrean right on the tower, huh?
Roger, roger.
While they're doing that, that tower's gonna go. This is the old sacrifice the tower for the max win move. Let's go. Go, 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 go. I think that's gonna do it, right? Yeah, there you go. You'll get it soon, Bat. You'll get it soon, Rat. Trust me. Well, there's less cards now. There's going to be more cards down the road for sure. Okay. Let's collect the scan. This is the second scan of this event. So let's pull up the second scan from Holocron Hole from 2 weeks ago. And let's take a look. My goodness, we got 1,047. This is just too small for Nooch. What is the deal? Okay, we got 1,047 studs, which we have no studs here. We got, oh my gosh, you guys. 79 common stormtroopers. 79. 79 cards of stormtroopers in the second scan. Remember, in the first scan, we got a common card. We don't have any here. First scan, we got a common card, and we had 6. That's not even 10%. We have 2 epics here. We have 3 rares. So we have 4 rares in our current one. 2, 3, 3, 3. And how many rares do we have of that Tauntaun? No, we had 20. Look at that. In the first scan last week, we had 23 and 19 rares. Now we get 3, 3, 3, 2. Come on, guys. This is ludicrous. This is the value that they have stripped from these scans. And so you're charging me 3.5 times as much to play these things now. And you've stripped 90% of the value out of them. The price is up 350%. And the value's down 90%. Or more. I mean, that's like socialism, man. I mean, what you're releasing this game to capitalist countries, right? You realize that? There's no government mandate for people to buy this game and play the events. We're not forced to do it. You're in a free market economy where people understand value and how that works. Just FYI, marketing department. It's a free market. People are going to see that and walk away. Come on. I mean, NOOCH gets it. Maybe there was too much value in those old ones, but don't just blow the whole thing up like it wasn't even a thing before. Was it better than the last one? I don't even look. I don't think it was. It might have been slightly better than the last one. Nothing substantial. Dorminator. Don't try to cheer NOOCH up. We're mad. We're mad. We're mad. Dan, don't get me started on capitalism. I mean, don't get NOOCH started on capitalism. If we want to have an economics discussion, capitalism and industrialization have been responsible up until the last 20 years, when now we're in the technology era. But capitalism and industrialization have been responsible for increases in quality of life like we've never seen before in the history of the world. And now they're starting to spread to even more and more countries. We're seeing people pull up poverty at phenomenal rates on a daily basis in this world, in the whole world. And that's all as a result of capitalism. And we have kind of a social model of capitalism in Europe versus more of a closer to pure in America, although it's pretty social as well. And people talk about socialism, they're talking about economics. Okay, we get it, but there has to be government intervention. We've seen the bad part of capitalism is when you have 8-year-old kids climbing up chimneys and getting soot in their lungs and, being diseased by the time they're 15 and dying. That capitalism at its worst, we'll get to that. But when you have regulated capitalism that works in cohesion with the government, which of course it is because big business has so much influence on the government, it's not even funny. Anyway, capitalism is amazing, Dan. Amazing. You want refunds from Free Among Us? Is that what you're saying? Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to chop this up. These games are taking forever to get, and then we're just getting bots. I think this is definitely our biggest stream for LEGO Star Wars Battles. I wonder. Well, we'll see what happens when the game goes live. Hopefully, if they do it soon. I mean, capitalize on this, man. You got the LEGO Star Wars special. You got the Mandalorian out. You got people excited about Star Wars right now. Put the game out. People love Star Wars. People love Lego. People are excited about it. People have energy for a game like this. Now is the time. Golly. Oh. So if you look at a graph, back to capitalism. if you look at a graph of, so over the entire course of human history, from the beginning, cavemen until like 1850 or maybe after the Civil War, let's say 1880, humanity everywhere lived barely above or barely below sustenance, right? They were even like royalty in their castles were living at a higher standard of living, but they weren't living in America anyway, and probably in Canada and even lots of parts of India and everywhere we are, England, whatever. Our standards of living now are comparable to like royalty for thousands of years. We have air conditioning, we have homes, we own land. That was not a thing forever. And when you brought about capitalistic economic structures along with the industrialization of the world, that everything changed. People went from subsisting, getting by. And by the way, the technological advances of understanding that you can't come in from the field with cow manure all over your hands and deliver a baby because bad things happen. When we understood that you got to wash your hands, deliver it, make it sterile. The difference that made in childbirth. And there's just so many differences in technology, capitalism, industrialization have hated the world in the last 120 years or whatever. I hope you're paying attention, developers. All we're getting is bots because nobody's playing your event. This has not happened in a while. It's been a while since NOOCH. It's been probably a couple months since NOOCH was stuck playing bots in an event like this. Because people have been playing them. But when you make the events untenable and unaffordable for a large portion of your population, they're not going to start paying you. It's the opposite. Again, it's capitalism. If you make things cheaper, you'll sell more of it. You don't make it more expensive and expect it to do well. See if we can get this in. All right, let's be ready for that next drop ship, because they'll put it on there. Save up our durian for that drop ship, or maybe the 3 porgs, or both. Yeah, we can leave. Okay, there we go. Durian and porgs. There we go, like we said. Exactly like we said. And then we'll put Leia in. Oh, that's going to be purty. That's going to be purty. He's going to bomber that. Watch. Yep. See, it's the same strategy every single time. Can they do it? Can the Durian and 2 Ewoks do it? You got gone. Leia's so awesome, man. It's 10 minutes, Dormator. It takes 10 minutes between. We've gotten 1 real player that was Tractor Beam. That's what Dormator. That's what Nooch agrees. I don't see why you wouldn't have 8 million downloads of this game within a few months. It's going to be that popular. I mean, and if you continue to develop the game and the game is good, it's just gonna blow up. This is a really good game. It's really well designed. There's no reason to hide it from the world at this point. Pico Waka. Okay, James, if we get close, we'll have to feel it out on Sunday and see where we're sitting, all right? But keep the trophies going. Nooch will keep them going too. What do you mean, Dan? Are you referring to real life, a single entity to distribute? So you're talking about the Fed? I'm not going to get into a discussion of the Fed. Tell you what, Dan, let's look Nooch up on Facebook or I think you're a Facebook guy, right? Look Nooch up somewhere else, and we'll talk. I definitely will talk to you about it. I love that discussion. I think that we might shred our audience so if we started talking about the means of distribution in a capitalistic economy. It's better than the gold standard, right? The grind. By the way, NOOCH loves grindy games. Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, we're starting to play that again, and Lego Legacy. You know, NOOCH really enjoys those games. This game's going to be is a similar grind. Now we're in the grind of just watching the spinning studs. So we are releasing. Dun dun dun. Nope, changed my mind. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I really do think it really does seem like COVID has played a part in the development of this game, and like Lego Skywalker Saga. And we got people that are speculating that this game won't come out till 2021 either, which I guess at this point is a possibility. But you know, when Skywalker Saga got delayed, they changed all the dates. They said all the website StarWars.com and everywhere else changed all the dates, the release dates. Whereas for this game, the release date has not changed and has not been delayed. So it's been 2020 since the game came out. So that's why NOOCH is hopeful for release sometime before the end of the year. Again, it's ready right now. There's no reason to hold it back. Donut. What's a donut? NOOCH loves donuts. Spinning donut. Woof, 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 woof. Trying to keep everybody, it's a troll. It's a troll like that Amazon Alexa in NOOCH's Discord chat the other day. How's everybody's life going? Everybody doing all right in school? Are you guys in remote school, or are you guys up in the buildings? Hey Jester, that was a 3-hour stream, Jester. All of Brickspedition in one day. I know there's not much to stream in Lego Legacy right now. There's if they had raids, NOOCH would be streaming that for sure. So for 29th, they announced the game on Star Wars Show. On the Star Wars Show, saying it'd be out in 2020. Appears they're waiting until the very last day of 2020, which isn't cool. Yeah, Llama NOOCH agrees. Yeah, NOOCH agrees 100%. Buddha, you're online. Where are you at school? Where you say you're at USC? I think you told NOOCH the other day which school you're at. I can't remember. NOOCH, of course, graduated in college, 1994. Here's a lesson for you kids. So I guess let's tell stories. Yeah, we'll play the Eddie event. So in 1994, NOOCH graduated from Truman State University in Kirksville, Missouri, with his Bachelor of Arts in Theater, and knew a whole bunch of people in theater. But NOOCH went into youth ministry for a couple years, and then got into the mortgage business, which is a story for later. Quite honestly, NOOCH was not really sure of a career path, and kind of wandering and taking different jobs, and it was a real challenge up until really NOOCH was probably in his early 40s when the kids got a little bit older and started driving. NOOCH was able to sit down and kind of figured out a career path, and NOOCH went back and got his MBA, just finished it in April 2019. So you know, you can get an MBA. You know, it's never too late to go to school. Well, not never, but you can. NOOCH got his MBA at 46 years old, and learned a bunch of stuff from doing that. Even doing it online. NOOCH did it through WGU, Western Governors University Online. This is not a bot. Not a bot, fours. So we're going to play it. That didn't work. Interesting. There we go. That's how you do it. Maybe it is a bot. Sure played differently, that's for sure. That's the same lineup, though. Boba Fett. That was interesting. Yeah, it's a bot. It's a bot, but man, that was a different start, wasn't it? Launching Boba Fett down the field? Definitely a different start. That was interesting. NOOCH has not been a first-person shooter guy for a long time. It was not really NOOCH's bag. Nooch's sons play it though. You can look up, if you want to look up on Twitch, JP Wilker. He is he's a really good Valorant player. JP Wilker, check him out. He's playing Valorant. Plays a lot on Twitch, and he's part of his college team. He's going to actually get a scholarship next year for Valorant. We're hoping. I think that's gone live or going live soon too. So check him out, JP Wilker. This one again. And these guys go. And watch this. Zing, baby 8. We get it? We get it? Yes, sir. Yeah, Nooch saw the Call of Duty, and then there was the Tom Clancy game that came out too that I guess is probably similar. That's like probably a grindy RPG game where you go through maps and you can like swing around and do, oh, somebody's playing. This is a real person. Now we got a real match. Is a tractor again? Ming Hei. All right, Ming Hei's a good player. Pay attention. Just stop talking. Ah, the 50% stun the hero, which should never be possible, but it is. Nice play. They're still in pretty good shape, though. Really, dude? That BB-8 is still going, dude. I don't like these defensive games.
Roger, roger.
This guy's gonna die. Okay. Luke deep over there, so let's counter that. If we get 6, okay, we're good. This and this. Zing! There we go. Boba Fett. Oh, this is nice. Everything. Get it all. Yes. Oh, that was... You kind of gave that away there, dude. There we go. Hey, James. See you later, buddy. Never give up. Never surrender. We got a scan now? Okay, let's collect the scan. Let's pull up the third holo from 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago we got... Okay, there's an exact 1-for-1. We got 42 common cards of Stormtroopers, and this one we get 6. That's 1/7. We got 1/7 of the common cards. We also got 32 of those of the towers, 10 rare cards, and now we get 2 rare cards. That's 1/5. Then we actually, that was the tower. Actually, we got 25 rare Cassians. That's less than 10%. We only get 2 now. I guess we can. I mean, you guys get it. I don't need to keep comparing this. It's the comparisons are just gross. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that in a game where they reduce the rewards of anything, any box you open, any event, any game mode, any node, whatever, that they reduced it by 90%. They reduced the rewards by 90% and increased the cost by 100 to 500%. I've never seen that. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anything close. Probably the worst you've seen is like a double or a halving, halving the rewards or doubling the cost. It's just insane. Yeah, honestly, truth, Nooch isn't into TMNT really too much, honestly, and kind of full up. I'm really, to be honest, Nooch knows he's put some other content on the channel, and we're going to keep playing LEGO Legacy, and Nooch is going to keep playing Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. We gave it up for a while and really enjoy the game. Among Us just keep playing from time to time. Honestly, if this game was out, this would be 3/4 of the content Nooch is releasing. I really think it's going to be the primary game for Nooch's channel. It's just that, Nooch has released a lot of guides. The guides get some traction, but Nooch just really wants to create quality thumbnails, and people that just want to kind of see gameplay because they're not playing yet aren't looking for that. They're just looking for a big thing that obviously says LEGO Star Wars Battles. So Nooch isn't getting the views right now, and Nooch has also noticed when he does like a deck review, like put together like a Tauntaun deck review, it's just nobody looks at it. It's because it's not interesting. There's not enough people interested in watching a new deck and seeing how that deck works. So, but once the game launches, I believe that content's going to just take off, and that's what Nooch will spend most of his time on the channel working on. So, but picking up another game at this point, probably not in the cards. Really kind of got to go take a bio break here. We might be probably have to take a quick bio break after this match when it happens. Let's look at the fourth holo from 3 weeks ago while we're waiting. That fourth holo had 5 rare cards. So the fourth holo, okay. So the fourth holo from 3 weeks ago was kind of closer to ours right now, except it had more studs and more crystals in one shot. But the epic and the rare are similar, but you got a legendary. And now you have like a small chance at a legendary. Yeah, so that's the big difference. Yeah, again, truth, I do like grinding, but I'm kind of full up on games. I don't have time to squeeze another game in, and I'm a moderate fan of the Turtles. Back when Nooch was in high school, the first movie came out, and that was a lot of fun. Guys are actually in turtle suits. And the first movie was funny. The second movie was kind of a down, turned down from there. It wasn't as good. And then they started making bad stuff. And now these new movies are all CGI. And Nooch hasn't really bothered watching them. Used to collect comic books, though, back in the 80s. And Nooch had a copy of TMNT number 8, which was guest starring Cerebus, because Cerebus was another. TMNT was a independent comic label. What was it called? I can't remember. And Cerebus was another independent comic label, and they were both really popular comics at the time. And then they combined and did one together, and it was probably worth more money back then than it is now. But Nooch doesn't really have his comic collection anymore. My brother has a big portion of that. The only comics Nooch regrets had a whole collection. Nooch had a whole bunch of X-Men from let's say 160 through 220. He probably had 70 to 80% of those, and those are really valuable now. Had a bunch of New Teen Titans stuff from the very beginning, issue 2 and on. Had almost all of them. Nooch had Batman Dark Knight number 2, which was worth $200 overnight. Had a bunch of those. Had 2 or 3 copies of that, literally. And then the big ones that Nooch regrets not having right now are the Death of Robin. So Nooch has the death of Robin, which was Jason Todd, right? And had like 3 to 5 copies of every single comic in that series, and those are worth hundreds of dollars now, I think. And Nooch regressing heavy use. Not because, honestly, what Nooch has learned over time is it's not the hundreds of dollars that matters, it's what it means to you that matters.
Roger, roger.
Alright, let's just get these up. It's the value to you. It's how much you enjoy it. It's not the hundreds of dollars, because for it to be worth hundreds of dollars, you got to find somebody to buy it. You know, if you don't have anybody to buy it for hundreds of dollars, guess what? It's not worth hundreds of dollars, and it's really difficult to find people to buy comic books for hundreds of dollars. It really is. It's not a common thing to find those people. Look at that Durian. That Durian is threatening the tower and the Gamorrean at the same time. And we'll get another tower up. What's Boba doing down there? I guess he's shooting the tower. Should we go like for a pure 5-0 victory? 5 towers? There it is, 5 towers.
Roger, roger.
Just whittling away. Well, this is interesting. The dropship's facing off. Ooh, interesting. Let's quit messing around. Or start messing around. Boba's so dead. Boba 2 dead. Here we go. So we've had 2 real players so far. Oh, I don't know. The question is, can Nooch hold his bathroom break for another 20 minutes while he got to get 2 more bots? What do you guys agree? You think they should just release the game as it is now? The game is good enough, release it, and, you know, put together the clans, you know, get them together, but get the game out and get people involved in playing and honestly paying for stuff in the shop. The shop is beautiful now. They redesigned the shop like a month ago, right after Nooch releases his card shop guide. I think it was maybe 3 weeks ago. Right, Nooch released a card shop guide, and like literally the next day they reworked the card shop. But it's so beautiful now. It's got, with the tabs and everything that's in there, there's so many offers and there's so many ways for people to spend money. And if you launch the game, people are going to spend it. Heck, give these guys the Indian rupees when they're in America. Just give them the chance, man. They'll spend the money. Hey, see you, Fat. Yeah, go study for your quiz, man. That's important. 2011 version, you mean the movie was good? I don't know. I just don't care about the turtles. Sorry. Splinter and what's the bad guy's name? I can see him. What's his name? Yeah, I agree with that, Dan. They got to get the clans out shortly after they release, but they're already designing clans. Oh, we got free Lego Legacy energy. So I'm not sure why they wouldn't be able to have clans up and running within short order after release, but I guess we're waiting. I don't know. What's the bad guy's name in Turtles? Shredder, thank you. Splinter and Shredder. Exactly. I don't know if I'll get 3 million of them. Maybe in a few years, if the game gets big enough, they'll have 3 million of them. Probably not right off the bat, though. I mean, heck, this game is already got kind of... You got Arnold T101, who's by far and away the biggest Star Wars Galaxy Heroes content creator, and he's awesome. He just does a great job. He's already been advertising for this game. He's played it a couple times. He gets in there and plays it sometimes. He's already had a couple of videos on it just to show the gameplay. So this game has already got a name out there. People are playing it and putting it online. Big producers, big content creators. So there's a real opportunity. It's go get the opportunity now, man. Get that Disney stock up. I don't know if it's gonna be that good, but we'll see. I mean, heck, maybe you got just a massive game on your hand, $1 billion game. Who knows? Lower. Okay, we're just running out of conversation topics here. How long are we at? We've been doing this for, where's the timer? Hour and 25 minutes. Again, because nobody's playing. Because you tapped everybody out of crystals 2 weeks ago with the, or last week with the Geonosis Battles event. I'm not going to keep going on the rants. So, tomorrow morning, Nooch will wake up and edit this together, put it out as a video with the same thumbnail. So it'll be just a 10 to 15 minute summary of the stream to show people what's going on. Yeah, that's it. I really gotta pee. I appreciate it, Truth. Yeah, don't fail to mention stuff. I always appreciate feedback and ideas. Nooch is a lover of ideas, so if you got ideas or thoughts in mind, you know, don't be scared to share them. Nooch won't always take you up on them, but certainly I don't think it's bad to express ideas or say, hey, here's a great game, check it out. I'm not faulting you at all. I really appreciate you bringing it up. And anytime you got an idea or you think Nooch can do something on the channel or something with these videos or anything else that Nooch is doing, really want to hear it. If you want to do it in a public forum, hit Nooch up on Discord or Reddit individually or even Twitter, whatever, you know, DM Nooch in those places. Nooch will listen to whatever you got to say. And I love having those discussions. You know, the discussion may not always end up where you think it should end up, but Nooch is always open to feedback and wants to hear how he's doing, what he can improve, what he should be doing, and ideas for the future. I don't think we've only played like, have we played any light side bots? So Nooch isn't even sure if this is a bot. I don't think we have. I think this is literally our first light side bot, right? Yikes. We're getting beat too. Go, bot, go. Look at the bot. I assume this is a bot. We need R2 kind of badly. Nice job, Guavia.
Roger, roger.
Evil Tauntaun. That was not nice. Well, if it is a bot, it stripped our middle tower. That's a nice job. Don't like using that there, actually, but it seemed like it was necessary. That's a pretty threatening little combo there. He's gonna have to deal with. If Pogi does not deal with that, it will wipe him out. It will hit him badly. Let's get a little pressure on that tower. Maybe we should have waited. No, we got it. We're good. That's good. This may not be a bot. There may be well, that face makes me think it's a bot. There's kind of some intelligent gameplay there. So if it was a bot, it was pretty well designed. Pretty good decision making by the bot. Or maybe bad decision making by NOOCH. That's also possible. Baron Barabano, this is the first time we're meeting, Baron. NOOCH doesn't. Have we met before? Your wife loves a prequel trilogy. You need to deal with it. Okay, so. So let's say this. Clearly, Empire Strikes Back is the best movie. And clearly, A New Hope is the second best movie, but it started it all, so those kind of compete. NOOCH did not like the prequels for a long time. You know, there's fun. There's a lot of fun stuff there. Like Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan is amazing. I mean, just amazing. And there's other fun stuff there. You know, stuff you can. I hate sand. It's just horrible, right? But and the scripts are horrible. But when you see the sequels, when you see 3 movies completely disjointed that can't decide what they're going for and what the storyline is, and then you go back and watch the prequels, and from the opening scene, it's all about Darth Sidious trying to take over the galaxy and leading up to Anakin. And we introduce Obi-Wan, and we get to Anakin pretty quickly. And you realize that there's a thread throughout those movies, and it gives you a new appreciation for the prequels. So when you watch the sequels and their disjointedness, up to you, Scar, man. It's up to you, man. You missed out, Scar. I don't know if you saw the rant earlier. NOOCH is gonna trim down this video tomorrow and publish it with just the ranting parts and talk about what the problems are with the game right now. I'm not even dealing with you, Dorminator, on that. Don't even try to push my buttons. So when you watch the sequels and how disjointed and rough they are, and there's some really good moments in the sequels, but you know the 3 movies just don't go together, and the storyline doesn't carry through. Yeah, it's Rey's journey, it's Rey and Kylo's journey, but there's just so much that gets in the way of the whole thing, and then to end it with the fake Skywalker thing, it just doesn't work. But if you watch the original prequels, there's a consistent thread throughout of Sidious, and you watch the development of Palpatine, right? You watch the development of Anakin, the development of Obi-Wan. You know, you see Yoda's origin. You see all these things developing through the prequels. So while the scripts are horrible, there's a lot more there than there is in the sequels. That's what NOOCH would say about that. But if your wife likes the prequels better than, you know, like Empire or the original Star Wars movie, you know, even NOOCH's son, who loves, NOOCH's son is a major Star Wars fan, and he loves Revenge of the Sith, like loves, because he's younger and it's his generation, right? He was born in '98, same year as Phantom Menace came out. He loves Revenge of the Sith. He still realizes that Empire Strikes Back is a better movie. He might put Revenge of the Sith ahead of A New Hope. NOOCH understands that when you're launching something and you're on a shoestring budget and you're making special effects, the things that the original Star Wars movie did for special effects in Hollywood and movie making is undeniable, and that's why it elevates it so much in NOOCH's mind. Even if you have another movie that's better, the pioneering movies, you know, Star Wars, Wizard of Oz, Gone with the Wind, these pioneer type movies, Godfather, The Matrix, Jurassic Park. I mean, whether they're pioneering special effects or storytelling or visual effect, whatever, those pioneer movies get extra rating in NOOCH's book for being that. So that's NOOCH's thoughts on that, Baron. And really glad to have you here. Good to meet you. Welcome aboard. And so, if that helped at all, I don't know if that helped, but that's NOOCH's feelings on it. NOOCH is not a big Doctor Who fan, but thanks, Scar. Scar is one of NOOCH's biggest supporters, except when it comes to an hour and 34 minutes into NOOCH playing bots 8 out of 10 times. That's not gonna happen, Truth. I don't know how that would happen. Actually, Truth, I don't see any way that LLHU could ever do Star Wars content, because it's the same game basically as Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So if they were to put Star Wars content in there, kind of be competing. Although I guess anything's possible. Maybe they'll come up with a Star Wars IP and bring out Mando and stuff for LLHU. You thought Nooch is 18? You thought Nooch is 18? Look at the beard, man. Nooch is 18 plus 30. But thanks. You know, for all you kids out there, when Nooch was younger, very young, Nooch is a tiny guy. So everybody would, like when Nooch was 13, everybody thought Nooch was 7 or 8. And boy, that is tough. That is really tough to take when you're 13. But, you know, it's really come in handy. It's really come in handy in Nooch's older age. So you've got things to look forward to, folks. Don't fret. You're in good shape if you look younger than your age. This is another bot, by the way. Cool, Truth.
All right, move it.
Bringing Leia to assist the tower. Then we're going to drop some porgs down. We want to heal up over there. We'll get Ewoks in. We want to heal up. Ah, I dropped those Ewoks too close. It's alright. Go! Go, 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 go! Can they do it? No, they can't even do it. That Gammo just completely pwns porgs. Completely. The Gammo is a really well-designed porg crusher. It's tough to get into gameplay. Nooch is working on it right now. Been playing around with Gammos and Tauntauns a lot lately. Trying to figure out how to use them effectively and like in a really fun way. So we got some videos for that, but again, people have not shown a lot of interest in these deck videos to this point, so we'll see.
Roger, roger.
Nope. Get over there. Go right. No. I really want a 5-stud win here. Don't do that. Dang it. You're not going to get it. It's alright. I just launched those dual balls into the wall. Okay, there we go, guys. It wraps up the event, wraps up all the in from 1:44 p.m. on my phone. Makes you look, hey, there you go, buddy. Glad to hear it. Nooch is happy to look younger. I don't know. I have to listen to that, Scar. Hey, guys, thanks for coming on board. Hopefully our developers are going to watch this or watch the summary that Nooch puts out tomorrow to help them understand what they need to change about the game. But in the meantime, you should always remember, Nooch too good.